Welcome back to KK's Quilt Studio. Hey, I know it's December and you're all busy with the holidays fast approaching us, but don't forget to take 5 minutes out of your day and sit down, open your art and stitch, and keep your skills fresh and practice just a little bit. We've had snow here in Illinois since before Thanksgiving, which is kind of unusual for us, so I've had snowflakes on the mind. And I sat down and doodled with a few ways to make snowflakes. Now the snowflakes you see here I made with two simple pattern designs, and I will show you how I created that design and then did some variations with those and created these fast and fun snowflakes. You know, two are never alike, they tell us. So sit back, sip on some of that warm coffee, and let's get started. In our first exercise, we're going to turn on the grid. So I have this all lined up, and then I used my shape tools over here on the first vertical toolbar. If you use that little arrow down below, you'll see it has a flyout menu and lots of different shapes and things to choose from. So I took those shapes, I took the triangles and the ellipse, the circles and the rectangle, and made this simple little shape. Kind of looks like a little person with a dunce cap on, but I twisted and turned those triangular shapes, and then if you need to, use your select tool to line them all up properly and use your horizontal center align, and that'll line everything right straight together. And then we're going to usually take 3 to 4 shapes together and then right click on them and go down to transform artwork, and we're going to unite or weld, and you'll see that brings those together. Keep repeating that down with all these different shapes until you get this shape right here. Of course, I took this one and rotated it 90 degrees, and then we're going to use our magic circle. So here you see it gives me 6, or you can add 8. However, remember to bring your circle dimensions down, bring that design together wherever you think it's going to look good, and hit OK. I did save one of these as an original piece of artwork in this file, just to remember how I got some of these different variations, and I can come back and add some more. I'm going to navigate over here in my window, and I'll show you all the variations I got using my magic circle. So this one I did with 6 spokes. I brought them real tight together until I got a hexagon shape in the middle. This one I added another shape in the center after I brought 6 together. So I got this from my library files from the shapes menu or shapes folder, and then I created a 6-point star, and I put that in the center of this. I rotated a little so that I'll uncheck the fill. All of these have the fill check. That's why they're completely filled in with color. We'll go ahead and get the outline by clicking apply, and you'll see that I rotated that so that my points were within the blades or extensions of that snowflake. You can also make them so they're out here in the middle. Lots of different ways you can play with that snowflake. So you can use this as a quilting design, or if you have Art and Stitch Plus, you can fill this with embroidery. The options are up to you. They're unimaginable, the millions of choices you have. Let's look at the next one I made. Again, I used my shapes file. I used the simple squares, and I made them 3 squares gradually smaller. Added in my triangles here on the point, and then took them through the magic circle again and used my numbers to bring them down closer together. Increase the count from 6 to 8 with some of them. So, and this is what I got. We'll zoom in over here and I'll show you what I did. This one I did with 6 spokes. This one I did with 8 spokes. You see I get like an Ohio star in the middle. This gives me another 6-pointed star. And this one I brought in even closer together so that I got a different star here in the middle. It's not even a pointed star. So how close you bring in the spokes, how many spokes you use, you can get an innumerable amount of snowflakes and variation. So don't forget to play, and let's let the snow fly. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to all my quilting friends.